Hi everyone, back, and this is the second video of the day, and because I have this morning begun to work on this session 118 about the Earth Guardian, and it asks as a journaling and exercise to think about the whole experience we had with the Guardians and where we are at that point. So I decided that the video would be great and far more funny for me to do that writing. So the first thing is quite like how did I have discovered the Guardians. It was really a few months before entering the season of the Seeker, so around 2 years ago. And I was watching videos, Anni's videos of Mirth and Reverence that has created the season of the Seekers, about how casting a circle, and at one point there was invoking the Guardians. And so at that time I was quite making some rituals with really all the tralala, all the things, and so casting the circles and invoking the Guardians. That was difficult for me to go with, because as it is represented traditionally in Wicca, there are male spirits, 4 male spirits, like the 4 spirits of the wind and the 4 directions. And it was really difficult for me to imagine 4 males, because I'm a lot working with male and female. And for me at the beginning, when I have casted circles with the Guardians, they were like more air spirits with wings, but just silhouettes. I didn't see them, and they seemed so far away, just at the edge of the circle, but quite far, not defined for me, but really present. I felt their presence when I evoked them, but nothing more. And when we have begun our work in the season of the Seeker, really the Guardians have come to me quite quickly and neatly, and yeah, really in a strong way. So first we have worked with air, and my guardian for air has appeared like someone from the Amazonian forest, and very clearly and very closely, and I can smell him, I can touch him. Really, he has a presence very definite, and he never speaks. He's the silent one. Quite the men are the silent one in my experience. And yeah, and it has been like the protector, feeling in peace and protected when he is there. And he has a hummingbird as an animal with him, and like the hummingbird tattooed here on the chest. So yeah, and what has appeared really fast is that every guardian represents like a people and a place in the world. So after we have worked on water, and it has been like an African woman, but more from also like a rainforest, and her animal is the black panther, and she is far more speaking and flowing, and she's a shapeshifter, and she is always moody, changing, like lunary woman, and she really represents that rebellious part of me. My air guardian feels like more the ground, the brother, the protective brother that is inside me, that protects me, it makes me at peace. and here she's more the diva in me, you know, that is really emotional about everything, but seductive, and that can shape shift every time. And yeah, really chatty also. And after we have worked on fire, and my fire guardian appeared as a Scottish man with a fox and a kitsune with two tails, and more after this first time, and this time when he was with my Earth Guardian. I don't know if I will find the page quickly. He has appeared with a mask, and really he is not quite a chatter, like a silent. Oh, I don't know where it is into my book. It is the last image I had of him. And it has been also very like a protective. When I felt, and still when I feel bad, I imagine that I am curling into his lap, and his warm, you know, hot presence that when I can let go everything and just sleep, and yeah, finding myself back and my energy back. So yeah, really even more silent than the Air Guardian, because the Air Guardian had still his features, his face for showing me something, and him had only this mask, and sometimes I saw his eyes, but it was more about his great muscular and really protective body and heart on which I could find myself, and I really feel more about a father with him. And my last is a Sammy. I don't know if you know the tribe of the Sammy in the north. Sammy woman with this reindeer as animal, and she's the most chatty, not even with words, but she's singing from the beginning. She has been singing all the time. She's like the singer of the chant of the earth, and I don't know you, but I had always a place in my head that is singing always and all the time, different songs, and it's quite like her, you know, this place, and it's finally really easy now to stop my thoughts just by going into this place that sings and just contemplate the world and touch and feel and being there and listening to the song of in my head that sometimes can just melt with the song of the earth, and it's like a most harmonious moment that I have in my life. And at first she felt like motherly to me, but now I don't know. I would say it's the more serene and calm and peaceful and content part of me, you know. Really different, totally different from the diva me, you know. They are like the sun and the moon, and really, yeah, she's the peaceful me inside. And when I enter at the moment my inside place, she's just there, but really there, you know. I can't see anything else that her. And she takes my hand, and she's just singing with a great smile, like, yeah, everything is okay, don't worry, you can just let go and have a nice time. So yeah, and so there are a few questions that in this session. How I classify the guardians. Really, I cannot know sometimes I feel them are really wise and old and ancient spirits that are outside of me, but as I have told, they feel also like parts of myself, and really relying to these parts that I need when in moments of need they are there to help me, but they are also inside me and they are me. But I can't say they are spirits. I can't say, I don't know. They are like the program between me and the elements. And sometimes when I am in nature, I can hear them or feel their presence, and sometimes they are saying things to me. Yeah, I cannot classify them more. It's impossible for me. How and when I focus on the guardians, I have to say that outside of my season of the seeker work, I am not so much into the guardians, but the more I have a connection to them, it's when I try to sleep and I need some help to feel good, and one of them come or they come, or I find myself with them or their animals, and just in order to feel good and let go in sleep and feel good in the morning, I have not done yet the work on choosing the words for my elemental Earth Guardian. And yeah, good question about how I see the guardians related to each other. It's like obvious. It has been obvious from the beginning for me that the air guardian and the water guardian were like lovers, really in couple, and earth and fire guardians too. That like the earth and the air guardian had more sister and brother relations like fire and water guardian. And it's in nature, it's true, because air and water, there's no in the sky, there's always water with air, and air and water in their chemical way of being, they are really close, and you can't have air without water and water without air. So they are like melting together every time, like lovers, really deep into their physical relations. And earth and fire, like you see the earth, deep in the earth there is the fire that is melting and creating the earth, and outside of it there cannot be fire without earth to be under and to give it something to eat. So yeah, for me it's like this double couple, that like the mother and father that live together in peace and help each other, and for them they are more the lovers, passionate and really melting in each other. And yes, find it really quite original, but really for me it has been obvious and really clear how they relate to each other and live with each other. And it's really funny to see them together and how they give love to each other and respect, and they are all equal. And it's great to feel it inside me that all these parts of me are in respect and in equal inside me, even if I have really a great connections with the fire, and I identify myself more into the water. But really these two gradients have given me the peace I had not, you know, the stability, and it feels so good. So my cam arrives at the end of the space, so I hope you enjoyed that and have a nice moment, and see you soon. I love you.